Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the You Like That podcast for the next installment of Fast Week. You're joined with me. My name is Adam, and I'm one half of the You Like That podcast.
My name's Jack. I'm the other half of the You Like That podcast.
Yes, if we sound a little bit weird today, we are doing a morning record. I say morning, it's 11 o'clock, but I've only been out of bed for about 45 minutes, so I'm fresh. I'm fresh out of there, but we're here to end off Fast Week with the big one, Fast 9. F9, the Fast Saga family, whatever you want to call it.
A 2-year-old movie.
A 2-year-old movie that should have already been out a long time ago. But here we are. We're finally here to talk about Fast 9 this week. We'll jump into some news. There's fucking really nothing, considering we didn't do any last week. I found absolutely nothing.
Which has a good fortnight to not do news.
Yeah.
Everyone's taken the 2 weeks off. Apparently.
Yeah, it's just a week forward. Fast 9, that's the only thing you need to focus on. So we'll jump straight in. The big one, I mean, I'd say it's a big one, but Hiroyuki Sanada, who played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, has joined the cast of John Wick 4. We're gone big, baby.
Yep.
They're getting some big martial arts dudes in this one, so this is already a big thing to go, yeah, this movie is going to follow the same recipe, and it's going to be nutty when it comes to hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, for sure.
And
less guns, maybe.
Less guns could be a thing.
Maybe. I doubt it, because it's John Wick.
So do I. I dare say it's going to be very loud.
But yeah, this is like Knives Out too, isn't it? They
Basically.
just keep adding massive names to it.
And I don't think they're going to stop.
No. Hiroyuki Sanada was in Army of the Dead for 4 minutes, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was just the guy that went, yeah, go do this, get the money.
Yeah, he's back in a big way.
But he's back to do a bit
Isn't
of...
he like 60? Didn't you say he's like 60 or something?
Yeah, he's
like an old dude.
60 or 61, something like that.
That's crazy.
But he's still kicking, and he still knows how to do his shit.
Hell yeah.
They're built differently, those guys. I
know it's been through different writers and directors and stuff, and people keep leaving, but they've left a really good gap between John Wick 3 and John Wick 4 to now. I'm really excited for John Wick 4.
Yeah.
Because it's been long enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 2 and 3 were kind of close together, so I was like,
yeah.
Might as well be the same movie. Yeah.
And then they were going to do 4 and 5 back to back.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah. So now there's been enough of a gap where I'm just like, yeah. I'm ready. Like, I really would like another John Wick. Yeah.
Yeah. I was always on board because...
Nobody kind of wet our taste buds a little bit because it was actually really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like actual John Wick, let's go. I'm fucking ready. I want it now.
More John Wick. Let's get it. We got a set photo from Indiana Jones 5.
Oh, it's so sad.
Of a very old Harrison Ford in his get-up. And because he's like, it's not like a set photo. It's just him like talking to someone behind the scenes and that. But he's wearing the Indiana Jones costume.
But he's got tracking dots on his face, so it's probably going to be de-aged. Yeah. Because he looks like he's 90 years old. He
looks like he's just come out of the home.
Yeah.
Saw that there was a
dress up
30-year anniversary of Indiana Jones. And he's gone, I'm going to go back. I'm going to dress up. And he looks like, I know he's an old man, but he looks like an old man now.
Yeah, he looks like 20 years older wearing an outfit from 50 years ago. So
like, he shouldn't be doing these movies, but we know Harrison Ford. We know nothing's going to stop him.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be a bad movie. Mads Mikkelsen will be a pretty intense
he's
Nazi.
The villain. Yeah, he's just going to be the villain.
Yeah.
He's going to have a scar on his face.
Who wants that?
Harrison Ford wants it, apparently. The only other thing I found is Kevin Feige said Doctor Strange 2 is only going to be one place where we see Scarlet Witch's story progress.
Okay.
It's going to go from here, but it's going to branch out into other places in the MCU.
Yeah, right.
So don't expect a whole unfolding and coming around of the whole Scarlet Witch story that we've got from WandaVision. This is just going to essentially be the start.
Yeah.
And then it's going to keep going into other places. So
right.
Don't expect a big fallout battle where there is a winner.
Yeah.
Or whatever happens, it's just going to be part of the story.
Apparently we won't have a Spider-Man trailer till Loki's finished.
Okay.
At least, so end of July. Because of spoilers. But
they tell us that.
That could just be the internet.
Yeah. We're saying that the movie's supposed to be 6 months away.
Yeah.
And we have nothing.
Fuck
you.
It blew up this week in South America. There was like a title card, like an animated title card.
Yeah.
And there was like a little Spider-Verse-y looking glitch. And people lost their mind over that, but it's just a little promo. It does mean,
Just all these companies going, you know what? Yeah, let's just tease it still.
Yeah. anything we do, the internet will talk about.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah, so first two episodes, Loki, really good so far.
Yeah, I'm going to watch them after we finish doing these recordings because I have
Real good.
free time today. So I need to get it done.
That makes one of us.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all the news I've got.
Yeah.
That's everything. It's not much, so...
Waiting for a Spider-Man trailer.
Waiting for a Spider-Man trailer still. We'll just keep talking about Spider-Man
Forever.
No Way Home until we never get it. And then once we get it, and then after we get it, and it'll just keep going around and around like that.
Yep.
But let's get to the main attraction. The reason why you're all here today and why we're here today. Let's talk about Fast 9.
Saw a movie.
We saw a movie. We saw a big budget movie with a lot of action and unrealistic things that we'll get into. So we'll run you through the listing for it. So Fast 9 released 2021, should have been released 2020. We won't talk about that.
Yep.
Directed and written by Justin Lin, who did From Tokyo Drift to number 6.
Yep.
All of those. Came back for this one. Runtime of 145 minutes. It's a long one. It's Fast and Furious. It's always going to be a long one.
Yeah. Does not need to be.
Doesn't need to be, but we'll get into why it does. Budget of 200 million, as we said last week for the overview. It's already raked in 270 million in the box from a Hong Kong and South Korea market. The US doesn't get their release until the 25th of June, and we just got our release here in Australia. So that number is going to bump up dramatically.
Yeah. Watch our episode the first week of July, and we'll have the American numbers, because it'll be a ridiculously large number.
We'll give you the update for that one.
It'll be a huge number.
The Rotten Tomatoes score, it's currently sitting on 73% on the critics, and no current audience score yet due to no American release, and that's usually where they take from. Casting, so just standard that we've always had the last few years. Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, John Cena making his debut in this, Jordana Brewster, Natalie Emmanuel, Sung Kang, Helen Mirren. I fucking get her name. Bit of archive footage of Kurt Russell. Charlize Theron comes back. We got Michael Rooker, and we got a little appearance of Cardi B, and Lucas Black reappearing from Tokyo Drift.
Yep.
It's a big cast.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a fucking ridiculous cast.
It's funny, no one's really aged that badly, and then Lucas Black comes on screen. You're just like, holy fuck, has it been 40 years since Tokyo Drift?
Is fucking whack,
It looks weird. And Lil Bow Wow's like a little pudgy...
yeah, he comes back as well.
He's a little pudgy 40-year-old now.
Yep. Everyone's just like...
Not so Little Bow Wow.
You did a thing, didn't you?
He doesn't say many words either.
Nah.
He's just kind of there.
Not a lot. So yeah, that's your casting there. Big cast, so we'll jump straight into... We'll spoil the movie later because there is a spoiler part at the very end of this movie. Whether or not you stayed to the end of this, and we'll talk about it when we come to the end.
Yeah.
Did you know there was post-credit scene?
No.
There we go. So
of course I fucking did.
I'll talk about that post-credit scene when it comes to it, but we'll give you just a... Did we like it? Did we not like it? Jack, Fast 9, thoughts?
I really like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought this was fucking great. I think it's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Especially after 8. 8 was a fucking trudge.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of very unnecessary stuff. There's so much fat that could be trimmed out of this, but that's kind of part of it. Is just the excess and just like, nah, fuck it. We're going to put this person in. We're going to put this person in. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it's just a really fucking good spy movie. Like, with ridiculous, unrealistic gadgets, unrealistic chases and stuff. But they actually did the chases and stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of huge stunts, like a return to form for stunts. Like the number 8, the ice stuff. It's like, none of that was real. None of it looked good. You can't
film that all to make it look fucking...
But this starts off with like an 18-minute or something action sequence.
Yeah, I was thrown off by how quick it got into it.
Really cool. Yeah, and like John Cena turns up straight away. It's just like... Yeah, and you get, you know... They do something sort of different by intertwining an origin story. Yeah. Sort of skipping back and forth in time, which I thought I would hate, but then I was just like, oh, like, you know, I'm interested enough in this. Yeah. That, you know, I'm fine with it. The time jumps and stuff. But yeah, this is one of the good ones. I really like this.
That's fair. That's very surprising. I'm not going to lie.
And my session was tainted too because I had a bunch of toddlers running around.
No, fucking hell.
Thursday morning, 11 a.m., opening day of a Fast and Furious movie. This family walks in, the whole aisle. What is it, like
Yeah.
12, 14 seats?
Yeah, depending on which
They
one,
took
yeah.
up the entire aisle. They all walked in.
Fuck off.
And they were like, just loud talking and stuff. And then the kids come in as well. I was just like, oh, great. So yeah, I had 4 toddlers just doing fucking laps around the thing. This is a long movie too. Like, you don't want to bring toddlers to it. I guess I didn't know how long it was because holy shit. But yeah, even despite that, I liked it.
Still had fun.
Good movie.
Very... That's thrown me for a fucking loop. Because you've made apparent your hate for having to go see this movie for a long time now.
Yeah.
It's glad to see that you
Because I was
kind of
meant to
enjoyed
see
it.
it in May of last year.
That's a factor as well. Yeah, like, so I took my dad to see this last night because obviously we spoke about my dad and his love for the franchise. He got his little Gear Shift cup that we bought for him. So he was very happy to have that.
Not little at all. Those things are massive.
And it's a working gear shift too. Like, you can fucking change gears. And I'm like, this is ridiculous, but worth the 16
Should have given that to the fucking toddlers running around.
Yeah.
Sort of entertaining.
But no, it's a fun movie. It's an enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
I like it and I hate it
Yeah.
because
I'm the same.
it's such a stupid movie. Nothing fully makes sense. We're 9 movies into a fucking car franchise.
Yeah. But there's actual car stuff. There's
I know.
so much car stuff in
But
it.
this is still just such a fun fucking movie because I know what this movie's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And the movie knows what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
This movie,
This movie
watching
is-
this whole thing, it's tainted itself by going, we know that we're a stupid franchise and do stupid shit.
It's your dad a little bit drunk at a barbecue.
Yeah.
Like, just telling fucked stories about having sex, like, back in the day, or like what he was doing back, and you're kind of going, oh, but then you're like, it's sad, Like, this movie, you just want to grab it and go,
Yeah, because they literally went to Tyrese Gibson. They went, we're going to give you some lines. Just talk about, but not make it obvious, how stupid this franchise is.
Yeah.
So the people watching know that we know how stupid this is.
and I fucking loved all of those moments.
And
I don't like Tyrese, but I was just like, oh, he's like, this is really funny.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely funny.
Yeah.
Because it's just...
Because there's moments when he's talking about, like, how come every time we've been on all these big missions and that, and we don't have a scratch.
Yeah.
None of us are dead. And that's them. Like, you picked that up straight away of going, that's them going to you. We know.
Yeah.
See? We know that it's stupid and this could never, ever happen.
And, like, I can't wait till this movie hits streaming so you can edit him saying that with just the truck flipping over and Vin Diesel rolling out of this truck and, like, trucks almost hitting him and stuff. It's just like,
It'll be brilliant.
Yeah.
But in saying that, it's the same thing of, you have those moments there and that you can't take this movie seriously because you really can't. But it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Because
it's
the
a
action
fucking
is...
romp.
The action is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The stunts that they do is ridiculous. Everything that they do is ridiculously fun.
Yeah.
And you watch and you go, fuck, that was mad.
That was
Wouldn't happen,
spectacular.
but
Like,
fuck.
genuinely spectacular. And, like this movie's all about magnets. There's so many magnets in this movie.
There's got to be something.
But it's just like, they're using the magnets to do all these cool stunts, but like the magnets don't affect the other cars or certain street poles. But when they need it to affect a street pole,
it's very selective.
So yeah, if you're thinking about it, you're just like, oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
you can't put too much critical
Like,
thinking into this movie.
Sometimes like it sort of just like pulls a car into another car, or it pulls a car through an entire building. Like, it's fucking wonderful.
It's
just a wonderfully.
You just have to go out to these movies and just appreciate now because
You know when kids are just doing weird shit and you
Yeah.
catch a kid doing, like, you look out the back and a kid's just hitting himself with a shoe or something.
yeah,
But in his mind, he's having the best time of his life. This movie is a kid hitting itself with a shoe. Just like, all right, just let him go. He's having a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's kind of funny to watch.
yeah, 100%. You're like, yeah, no, I'll watch this. I'll see where this goes.
But yeah, oh man, actual car stuff.
Yeah,
And like massive stunts and stunt coordination. And you can tell some of the stunts didn't work as they were meant to, but they left it in anyway. Because some of the crashes are like, oh, someone got hurt.
yeah. Oh,
Like,
for
I don't
sure.
think that was meant to happen. But it's
No,
like,
no.
yeah, and like, yeah, there is still some like gross CG stuff.
Yeah.
Because when we talk about spoilers, they had to CG one thing. But yeah, God, just that whole last sequence, I was just like, wow, they're really doing
They're
stuff.
really going for
It's
it.
fucking great, and it's like easy to follow. It's not Transformers mush.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's just like
No, it puts you on a very clear path.
good direction. Do we want to spoil that you learn about Dom and why Dom's sort of
We'll go
Superman?
spoiler wise. Spoiler free will just be that's We liked it. It's good. Go watch the movie. It's a fucking fun movie.
It's stupid. It knows it's stupid.
It's the 9th Fast and Furious movie. You're going to watch it regardless. It doesn't fucking matter if you go, nah, what a shit-looking movie. And that moment you're sitting in the cinema about to watch it and you're like, this is going to be shit. But I paid $17 to see it. Fuck. Yeah. All right. Let's jump into spoilers. If you don't want this movie spoiled, because there are some spoiler bits in this movie, some things that do happen. So worth noting, if you'd rather just go see it in the cinemas before that, come back. Or go watch it first, then come back, listen to us on this. And hope you enjoy that. Hope you enjoy us what we're about to say here. So, we're going to jump into the spoiler zone in 3, 2, 1. And we're in the zone. Spoiler zone. Okay. We get the origin of Dominic Toretto.
Yeah, so in our last episode, I was talking about, like, why is he so mysterious and superhuman and stuff. And it turns out he was just, like silver spoon fed, pretty much. He was like the golden boy who never got told anything was wrong, and he just let that get to his ego, pretty much. Yeah. And he was like bigger, he was tougher, like, more grim and stuff. Yeah. I really like that. It's sort of like he's still a bit of a shit character, like, because Vin Diesel just sucks as a human being. He's just an egg with legs. Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, oh, that's like kind of like he wasn't shot in the head as a kid and that made him tougher or something. No, he was just he was a bit babyed and, better than
watch his father die.
Better than his brother, pretty much. Yeah, and then watch his dad die. Yeah. Horrible car crash.
It's, it was a big change to get because not sort of knowing that you're going to get this in the movie.
No, it wasn't,
To think you've gotten this 9 movies in, it's taken that long to get a backstory of one character at least. And
I still got 10 more.
Yeah, exactly right. So, yeah, I was definitely all about seeing a bit of the origin because of, you get through this long in a franchise and you know these people from the first movie up to whatever movie you're now watching. Yeah. But when you don't get a bit of an insight backwards, eventually you start to feel like, I kind of want to know.
Yeah. And also I don't care, sort of. You're just like, they're just a vessel for the action, sort of. Yeah. So like you need something like this, some sort of substance.
Yeah, and I think it's a good change for the franchise as well.
It's so different, like, I think. Yeah, it's very different to what we normally get.
It changes it up dramatically, and it doesn't have to convolute itself in so much other poor CGI action scenes or just an overgrown plot that they got to start throwing in a bunch of different MacGuffins and go, fucking, hey, there's still shit going on, but it's still going to be a 2.5 hour movie.
This is textbook definition MacGuffin movie, though. Yeah. Like, straight off the bat, they're just like, here it is.
They have to be now.
It's just like a dome that goes together. Okay, cool. What does it do? Satellites. Okay.
Satellites, man. It controls everything. Everything that's controlled by zeros and ones. Yeah, under control.
Okay, man.
Fine. Because.
Just because.
The world has to keep ending in a fast
Fast and Furious, yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So the origin stuff is really is cool to see.
Except the actor who plays young Dom is probably pretty close to Vin Diesel in age. Or maybe he's just like injected with so much testosterone. That dude looks old as shit.
He does. It's probably
or maybe it's just because he's a big, like...
Yeah, I don't know. You kind of got to watch yourself when it comes to portraying a younger actor to be the younger version of that character.
Oh, at least they didn't do any weird de-aging.
Exactly. I was fine with what they did. They just got
100%.
bigger tan guy with that was bald. The sort of dead-eyed look.
Rough as guards, gravelly voice.
Ruffy looking. Yeah. Made it as well as they could. The same with the guy with the kid that played the young John Cena.
Yeah. Pretty boy,
clean face.
Yeah.
That type of demeanor. There it was. Worked well.
Yeah.
You get that. Now, what else?
The second John Cena came into it, I was like, I bet you he's good at the end. I bet you him and
It's
Dom.
always going to be.
Yeah, I bet you him and Dom team up. Because he doesn't have a lot to do or say, really. John Cena, like, he's part of a lot of the action sequences, but, like, in terms of him being a big super spy, you get a couple of little monologues and stuff where he yells at Dom.
Yeah.
But mostly, like, it's the other guy. Otto?
Yeah, Otto.
Yeah. Mostly it's him.
Yeah. It's probably the one thing...
He's the real villain.
Yeah, it's really the one thing you take away is that John Cena's given to you as a... like this massive super spy in that, but you don't see a lot of... like like, how long was he with this Otto guy for?
Yeah.
What was he doing before that?
And then,
was he doing good spy stuff, or was he
and
a
then it
bad
turns
spy?
out he was working for Mr. Nobody, and that's like morally like, well, sometimes Mr. Nobody has to break some rules and be a shit bloke.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just doesn't do much. And then they're friends at the end.
And then by the end of it,
But you get Cypher back, and she's like, she's like almost a cool character, but like there's still some kinks they got to work out.
Yeah.
And she doesn't die. Spoiler alert. So she'll be back.
That's your other spoiler. Yeah.
Because when she was in the plane at the end, I was just like, what the fuck? That's the only time I was like, oh, why? That makes no sense. She can't fly a plane. And then it zooms out, and she's like, it's perfectly in character. She's just playing a video game pretty much. And I was just like, oh, yeah.
Pretty smart.
That makes so much sense.
I enjoyed that purely for the fact that it's sort of a cop-out for him to go, we still have a villain for another one.
Yeah.
We don't have to kill her off and then
but she's a good
create
villain.
something new.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
She was great from Fast 8.
Wonder what her hair's going to do next.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah, well, depending on the length.
She's got like a Mennonite bowl cut.
Yeah, she was, because what was it? Fast 8, she had the dreads?
She had like, the
very
culturally appropriate
yeah.
cornrows or something.
That were fucking Snow White, so...
Yeah, true.
Works its way in.
But John Cena is just kind of star power at this point, I think.
Yeah.
He was just like, I want to do a fast movie and do some cool wrestling moves. And there is some cool wrestling moves. Like
when him and Dom did that fight and they fucking tackled
going
through the window.
Through the buildings, yeah.
Yeah. Literally going through walls and shit, and you're like, come on.
But it's also like, Vin Diesel's big, but John Cena would just crush him. Look at those two standing next to each other. John Cena would just crush his head. He's a little egg.
At the very end, when John Cena passes in the keys and you see his whole arm bulging, and Dom takes it,
it's
you're
like that photo
holy
of Chris
fuck.
Hemsworth recently. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? But,
jacked, man. Yeah. Absolutely jacked.
But John Cena just kind of scowls and looks menacing, and then he has a redemption arc at the end, of course.
Yep, as you got to have.
He gets double crossed. There's so much double crossing in these movies.
Oh, there always is, and there's so much. The thing. Fast and Furious doesn't like to kill off people, do they?
No, and that's the only part of this movie I strongly, properly disliked is when Dom nearly dies.
Yeah.
That whole sequence and then you get him as kids and he's looking back at the memory of the racetrack and stuff. I was like, come on, like, he's not going to die. And also, it's just like, this isn't really that hard hitting. It's just like reminding us that he has a son because the son just fucks off.
Yeah.
They just leave him at home.
No, they give him to Brian.
Yeah, of course. Oh, and that's disturbing as well. The implication of how alive Brian is still.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
that's where it goes. Because, everyone's supposed to be dead in this movie. You know, Han was supposed to be dead. Letty was supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
Paul Walker is dead in real life.
But Brian didn't die.
But Brian didn't.
Drove off.
So...
And they have to say it every time. They're just like, oh, why don't we go to Brian? And then someone has to go, no,
yeah, because the one part that irked me was when they're in that Mr. Nobody's fucking old place there to set up their fucking equipment and shit. And Mia comes in, and it's like, yeah, now Brian's just at home watching the kids.
Yeah.
So I'm here. And it's just sort of like,
it's like, okay.
That's not how this shit usually works.
She shouldn't have been in it at all. Like, no. I don't know why she was in it. She didn't do much.
Because it's like, hey, Mia's back. We could get her, even though she's got kids. But Brian's the one that has to stay at home.
Yeah, okay.
You know, because he was never the driving force of these fucking movies to begin with.
Not at all.
I think his fighting is a little bit better than Mia's.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, you get what you get. He's probably got a lot of football to watch or something. Doesn't want to miss the big game.
Speaking of fighting, I said it last week as well. The prison break-in number 8 is the best part of that movie because it's all hand-to-hand stuff.
Yeah.
The hand-to-hand stuff I predicted was going to be the best part of this movie. I was wrong. It's not, but it's still really fucking good.
Still good.
That bit in Tokyo is sick. There's another really good hand-to-hand bit. Oh yeah, the John Cena Vin Diesel fight. Yeah, literally what we just said. But yeah, that's all really good and shot well.
But as it is, not a lot of it. Because this one does try to focus more on a driving aspect.
Thank fuck.
And do stuff more in the cars.
Yep.
Regardless of how stupid it may be. Like a car getting pulled through a legitimate shop with a magnet.
Yep. To be fair, those cars are very light. So I'm not saying it would happen in real life, but yeah, they chose a little. At least they didn't do it with one of his Humvees or whatever it is.
Yeah. The one thing I can say, we got this in the trailer. When Vin Diesel goes swinging in the car.
Yeah.
And the bridge.
Yeah.
that was always given to you as in the trailer that he'd swing up and then the car would
land and drive off,
fine.
yeah.
But they split the two scenes there.
Yeah.
When Tej's car and that drive up the thing and they get up there.
Yeah.
They just split those two together and you go, trailer noise. That's what they did. But this one was a little bit better because they did it. He swung and then just smacked into a fucking wall and just rolled it up. Yeah. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Makes a bit more sense now.
Yeah.
That's a bit more believable.
I did appreciate that a lot.
Should be dead, but not.
But again, that fits in with the Zed story of Tyrese believing they're all invincible.
Yeah.
And that comes in when he flies through a space station in space.
Yes. They finally go to outer space.
They go to outer space.
They kept saying Fast is going to go to space eventually. When's it going to happen? They fucking go to space in this one.
They do. They do indeed. That's why Tokyo Drift is there.
Yeah.
Because they became space engineers or something.
Yeah. They could learn to strap rockets to fucking Fieros.
Yeah. And then it's like, I genuinely thought they were going to die. Like, because the whole movie he was hammering in how they're never going to die. And I was like, maybe it's like a funny death.
It's like a precursor to say this is where it's going to end.
Okay, this is like, if we're going to go out, this is how we're going to go out as heroes. We crash through the satellite and actually explode and die. But no, they're just like, they brush over it entirely. They're just at the barbecue at the end. Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's like a Family Guy bit.
Like, it's so ridiculously stupid, but it's so funny. Like I like Tyrese in these movies because I do think he's funny in these movies.
Yeah, right.
And him and Tej, when they're together, are great. And that whole space scene, they just fucking gun it, take down the satellite and that. And just, I don't know how well a Fiero would drive in space.
It is so fucking funny that it's a
with
Fiero
homemade suits. Like, they're not space suits. They're
scuba
homemade scuba suits. To which, when they're floating through the air because they got no fuel to get back, and then they get found by the other satellite station, and they're just like outside of the car, just like, hey! I'm like, no! Surely fucking not!
It's not how anything
Astronauts have to have like a full get up and everything. Your motherfuckers were just duct taping your suit together, but you're out there waving to the space station.
Yeah, but that just fits in.
But it fits it so fucking well.
Because they're invincible. There's the narrative the whole time that they're invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally invincible.
Literally fucking invincible. And yeah, as you said, the barbecue at the end, they're like,
yeah,
weeks I was eating space food, man. And it's just like,
yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, if you know anything about cars, the fact that it's a Fiero is very funny.
Yeah.
That's a nice little touch for the car people.
Yeah.
Because they're one of the most embarrassing cars in the world.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, space happened. Big action happened.
Some of the CGs, like Dom jumps out of like 3 cars as they're rolling, and it's really bad CG of him like flopping around. And that, like, the third time they did that, I was just like, okay, they didn't know how to end this chase.
Yeah, no. Hard to get that right, but, you know, you can never really do that
because
for
there's
real.
no other way to throw a truck at a plane.
Yeah.
Other than the main character, like, not without the main character dying.
Yeah.
So, of course, you have to fling him out a window somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the post-credits? What happens?
Okay. Post-credits. Okay, well, obviously, we'll get to the touching part first, the actual end of the movie before the credits roll. Yeah. So, big family barbecue, as always, a fast thing. Dom's like, Dom says to little Brian, you know, it's time for you to say grace. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And it's just like, cuz you don't fucking know what to say. You don't know shit.
You're a literal child.
Everyone's there. They get up on the table, and Dom's like, wait, there's still a chair missing.
I thought it was going to be John Cena. I don't know why.
Well, fuck, that hits me now. Like, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah,
because I was like, they all made up, and however long down the line it is.
Yeah,
they got a good relationship now. They're family again. Whatever.
Yeah, it could have been. That could have been either or. Seeing John pull up probably would have been as touching.
Yeah,
as well. But Mia says it's okay. He's on his way. And then, as we see, we hear first supercar flying up the road. Then we see it. It's Brian's blue Skyline. Pulls up into the driveway. Movie ends.
Yeah.
Very touching.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah, sure.
It's you just got to allude to the fact that Brian is still alive
he's
in this
fine.
franchise. You're not going to see him, but
he just wants nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, exactly. So,
which you can understand.
So that's where it ends. Credits roll, and then we get post credits. We see a man doing some boxing on a punching bag, just kicking, punching. He's all like sweatsuited up.
Yeah.
Stops for a second, unzips It's Jason Statham.
Deckard
Shaw.
I figured it'd be one of them.
Deckard Shaw is here punching a bag. He unzips the bag because there's a guy inside of it.
Okay.
And it's obviously it's Deckard Shaw doing his own spy work.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll tell you where I'll fucking tell you where the driving is. And Statham's like, what, this driving? He's like, you've had it the whole time? He's like, yeah, well, I don't get this physique not fucking working out. And it's a funny little thing. And then there's the door goes off. Statham goes to answer it. And it is Han.
Okay.
In Statham's disbelief, because he believed that he killed Han.
Yeah.
Cuts out there.
Okay. Right. Nice. I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's just it's a lead up to either be what comes next for Fast 10, or does this roll around into Hobbs and Shaw 2? Where's it gonna go? Because obviously
it's ambiguous enough where it could be either.
Yeah, because we know we're getting Hobbs and Shaw 2. We know we're getting Fast 10.
Yeah.
Deckard's in both of those, so where does
it's quite
this one
noticeable,
play?
I reckon, The Rock and Jason Statham not being in it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's only because I watched Fast 8 last week and then Hobbs and Shaw, but
Yeah, exactly.
it's quite a sizable gap. And they don't mention that. They don't mention them too.
Yeah, no, they don't mention them either.
They mention Brian and they mention Mr. Nobody being dead or whatever.
Yeah, the only
But they're not like, hey, where's Hobbs and Shaw?
Like, the only mention is when Diesel is gone to England and sees Helen.
Yeah.
And she's driving. She's like, you here to find one of my boys?
Yeah. But
That's
she doesn't say...
doesn't say Deckard or anything.
It's like...
So
Helen Mirren finally gets a driving scene too.
Yeah.
She was be thrilled about that.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Because I did look it up. It wasn't her kids. It's literally her. She's a fan. And she just wanted to be in them, which I love.
100%. She loves it.
God bless her.
So the future's going to get thrown here or there, wherever they do it. I mean, realistically, we have a minimum 3 more movies coming out of this franchise.
Yeah.
Of 2 more Fast and another Hobbs.
Yeah.
So, where it throws, but it was cool to have that little post-credit scene. It wasn't something too silly or stupid. It was literally a setup. And to now show that Han is going to have a bigger involvement in the future again.
Yep.
Which I think is a big...
I'm on board with that.
It's a big driving factor into this franchise.
Yeah.
I think that's why it made so much overseas already in the Asian market.
Yeah.
It was people knowing that Han's coming back because he was a major part of Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. And his death too is just like, they don't explain how he didn't die.
Yeah.
And it's like, Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell did something and he's like, now the hard part is keeping you dead. And it's just like, yeah, but how's he not dead now?
Okay, yeah.
You fuck.
Yeah, and then it cuts to like the wreckage of the cars.
Yeah.
Like, how did he get out of that? Okay.
A lot of car wreckage scenes that you just go, that can't fucking happen.
But yeah,
cool. Yeah, so Fast 9. So there's a reason these movies keep coming out.
Just people watch them.
It's as we've just talked about, we know how stupid these movies are.
Yeah.
And they're not good movies.
No.
But they're so fun to watch.
Yes.
Have Fast just cornered that market to go, we know how to make these movies watchable.
Yeah.
Know that they're not going to be anything to be like a fucking Emmy-nominated award movie.
Yeah, no.
Is that they now know if they can just slap 250 million in the budget, they can do whatever they need to make sure that these movies are fun and enjoyable.
Yes, definitely. It's two things. It's what's the big stunt?
Yep.
Like Mission Impossible, I said that last week. And who's the big star we can get? This time it was John Cena. Last time it was Charlize Theron. Mm-hmm. You know?
It doesn't stop.
Yeah,
it doesn't stop.
That's it. They're the two keys. They've got their audience because they've spent 10 movies now winning them over.
Yeah.
They don't care about critics.
No.
Whatever, they're not.
That was said, every movie, even from the first one, has only been sitting 60-70% in the scores.
Above a pass.
Yeah, but it's like, to garner a 9-movie franchise, some places would have faltered down the line further on and been like, oh, we kind of got to stop now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess it's the Saw factor as well.
Yeah.
Did the same thing.
Yep.
Don't really care, but these guys just go, no, we can make a big action sequence.
Yeah.
It's going to bring people in because regardless of how good these movies have ever done, they're always going to make profit.
Yeah.
Big profits.
Easily.
They're always going to be a talking point.
And the cast work well together because they know each other. Like, it's like, they're just
they've all been there
fellow
long enough.
employees, like,
yeah,
it's been long enough where
they literally feel like family.
Yeah, it's just, the scripts don't give them much, but
Nah.
they can go off their own thing, you know.
Yeah. So
they can basically do whatever the fuck they want and keep making money.
Yeah, because it is at the point now where literally in this movie they went, we know what we're about. We'll put it in the movie that we know what we're about.
Yep.
But we'll keep pumping them out.
Yep.
Because regardless of what anyone thinks about this franchise, you're going to go see it.
Yeah. 100%.
I guarantee you. You can tell me you don't give a fuck about Fast. I guarantee you next week you're going to be at the cinema watching it.
And you'll be like, holy fuck, that truck flip.
Yeah.
Like, they watched The Dark Knight and they went, all right, add 2 more trailers to it and we'll just do that.
Yeah.
And they fucking did it. So
And they did it.
Good on it.
So they know how to put the butts in the seats, you know? Because my session last night it was Friday night, so it was a sold out session.
Yeah.
And having the people walk out and being like, it was just so unrealistic in that. I'm like, but you still watched it.
Yeah.
And you knew what it was going to be because that was in the trailer.
Well, how boring would it be if it was realistic?
Yeah.
They're just driving down the highway at 100.
These movies would not be where they are if they weren't unrealistic.
No, you want to see a man fall out of a 6-story window and just be fine.
Yeah.
Like, these people are Superman. Like,
for this, you may as well say the Fast franchise is set in the MCU.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it very well just can be.
You're not going to watch Captain Marvel and go, people can't fly, can they? You know, like, you don't do that.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. It's just complete whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, and now that it's, I don't know if they'll keep going with this, but the less CG thing definitely helped. Because if something's really unrealistic and it looks like a terrible green screen PlayStation 2 game, you're just like, you're not sure about that.
Yeah.
But this one, if they're literally picking up a super and throwing it like a football, if they actually do that, because I'm sure John Cena could do that. He's a giant, he's a very large man.
Without a doubt, yeah.
But yeah, that's just like, oh, cool, like something went into this.
Yeah. The big thing now is going to be for the future of knowing that there's only going to be 2 more is where does this end and how much bigger do they go?
Yeah.
And
who gets a spin-off?
Who gets a spin-off after this? Who would you think should get?
I think Tyrese and Ludacris will definitely get spin-offs if they don't die, just because they're like that's a whole other market they could get. Like, no one else is really interesting enough. I don't think they can fold Han into Hobbs and Shaw, which I think is more likely.
I think there was supposed to be a female-led Fast spin-off as well.
Oh yeah, Michelle Rodriguez could keep doing this.
Yeah. She'd be good.
She's like young and fit.
Yeah.
Not young, but like...
Nah, but she can still get it going. She'd be sick to have her own little one.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
That's probably it,
That's probably about it for Fast.
Yeah.
That's Fast 9, guys.
It's pretty good.
F9, definitely go see it
in
the cinemas. It's worth it, 100%, just for how fun it is. Don't go in there expecting a serious movie, because you're not going to get it.
No.
But it's fucking fun.
Don't drink water before you go, because it's very long.
It's very long. Yeah, my dad was just like, oh boy, I hope this movie finishes soon, because I need to go.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't see the post-credits. Fucking out of there like a light.
Yeah, so stick around for that. So, check out Fast 9 in cinemas everywhere now. We definitely recommend it for you. And with that, that's going to conclude Fast Week for us. We're going to go back to some normal movies after this now. We do have
another very silly one next.
Another silly one, but
apparently is quite good.
I'm not going to be surprised. And we're getting very close to our MCU movie,
The
Black
return
Widow.
Of the MCU, sort of, even though it's a 2-year-old prequel.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's pretty much. Alyssa said it best. She said it's a trailer for the post credits. Like the whole movie is just you're sitting through it, just going, okay, get to the post credits. Like, what's next?
Oh, for sure, 100%. That's exactly what it's going to be.
We'll talk about Black Widow's post credits in 3 weeks.
Exactly right. All right, so let's end this with some questions and get ready for the midweek review. So, question time. We'll jump into Instagram because that's all we got because everyone slacked off on a Friday night.
Oh, we did put it up like not that long ago on a weird night.
I know, it was weird.
Threw off people's routines. They were like, ooh.
It did. So I had to abuse Jess and Alyssa to send us some fucking questions. All right, but we'll start with Brooks' ones first. What was your best part about last Sunday night?
Yeah, we hung out in real life, didn't we?
We hung out in real life with a few people here at my humble abode, in which why we gave you short episodes for Fast Week. But it worked well for us anyway. Yeah. It was a fun night.
There was a fun night.
What was your favourite part? Don't say my hands.
Alyssa's lemon cookies.
Oh, my fucking
mate.
God. I've been
hounding her all week for more.
Yeah.
They're so fucking good.
Alyssa, humble question, prodigy of this show, made the most bomb diggity lemon cookies you'll ever fucking taste. Like,
and she made chocolate ones that were just as good, but the lemon ones fully stole their.
The lemon ones overshadowed it completely.
The lemon ones really.
Usually, you see the chocolate and you go, "That's the winner."
Yeah,
but no, you had.
They were still very good.
They were still very good, but they were no lemon cookie. And when we say cookie, they were like a cake.
Yeah.
They didn't have a hard like cookie consistency. They were nice and soft. They had a lemon glaze on them. My mouth is watering as I'm talking about it.
It's so fucking good.
But my God, they were hands down, the best part about Sunday night. I think we can collectively agree.
Brooke made such a good cob loaf, and like,
yeah, the cob loaf was mad.
I ate so much of it, and then I lay down in bed, and I was just like, I should not have done that. It's very bready.
It's a risky treatment.
It's very creamy.
Yes.
Oh mate, that's a bomb waiting to happen.
But it's a worthy bomb.
Fuck, it's so good.
It's so good. All right, next one. Favorite fast movie out of the franchise?
God, probably the fifth one. I think.
Yeah, you always say the fifth one.
Yeah, generally that's like the best one. I think.
You're Shining.
Because that's when they really went full, just whatever, rogue ops, spy movie. Let's have fun with it.
Too Fast, Too Furious is always my standout.
Yeah.
And then I throw the spanner and I go Hobbs and Shaw as well.
Okay.
Just because Jason Statham, The Rock, it's just that's my type of movie.
Yeah. As
well there. So, but the second one was definitely
my more
recognizable one, purely because I can't remember like 4, 5, and 6 that well, and I need to go back and watch them properly.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's some good advice for someone struggling mentally right now?
Fuck, I don't know. If you got something, send it my way. I don't know. Talk to someone about it, I guess. That's the cliche answer, isn't it?
That really is.
I don't know.
Well, I mean...
In my case, just keep going to work and hoping it'll blow over.
It can. Hey, blowing over is a thing. It does happen. No, I don't know. Yeah, it is a simple thing. Just talk to someone.
Find a hobby.
There's always someone that's going to talk to you. Yeah, find something to distract your mind. Go to a card shop. Go open some Pokemon cards.
Sure.
You'll find yourself in a lot of debt.
Yeah.
Because it's addicting.
Yeah.
Or literally just go and look at the toy section at Kmart. They have a really great selection of Transformers now. And some like classic Beast Wars one. And I went there yesterday. They weren't there. And I got very upset. Because the last time I was there, I didn't have any money to buy. And I'm like, ooh, maybe not this time. And then I went there again and they weren't there. And I was like,
damn.
Fuck.
I need to go to Kmart and get a lamp. I'm really fucking excited about it.
Yeah, it's a good lamp selection.
I just need a new lamp.
Just make sure you get the right bulb.
Hell yeah.
The bulb selection is what can
make
kill
a
you.
day out of this. I know exactly where to go.
Yeah.
I fucking love Kmart.
Yeah, Kmart is the absolute shit. All right. Alyssa, would you rather be stuck in traffic for 2 hours or have a shower and there's no hot water left?
Cold shower for sure. I don't like sitting in traffic. I get very impatient.
See, I hate cold showers. Like, I can't sit under cold water as it's running.
Yeah.
Like, a cold pool or something, my body will adjust to it. But constant water running onto me just feels like torture to me, and I can never do it. Even in summer, I still have to have a slightly warm shower.
Yeah, right.
Because I still can't bear the thought of a cold shower.
Yeah.
But 2 hours of traffic.
It's a long time.
I've been in 2 hours of traffic.
Yeah, everyone
Not
has.
fun.
It's fucking terrible. It sucks.
And when you got to poo,
yeah,
it's like 4 hour traffic.
Yeah, and you're like, I could stop at this server up the road, but it's probably still an hour away.
Exactly right. You know how close it is, but you know you're not going to make it. So you go, do I just leave my car right here and just
probably
bang
could
into the bushes? May as well.
Yeah, no.
I think to give the choice, mate, I think I'd just bear the shower instead of the traffic. Would you make out with each other for a batch of lemon cookies?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Man.
What's a kiss between homies?
Exactly right. I've kissed homies before, and if there's a batch of cookies waiting for me at the end of the line, I'll cop it.
Yeah, I'm saying yes.
I'll take you on.
Yeah, it's a hard yes.
Would you tongue Cardi's B or Rimmon Helen Mirren?
Why was Cardi B in it? She
I
wasn't
don't
in
know.
any other ones.
Well,
and the whole time I was like, why is Nicki Minaj in it?
yeah, sorry.
Turns out it's not.
Jump back to Fast 9. Cardi B
sorry.
was in it for 1:30 and it fucking ruined the whole movie for me.
Yeah, because A, she absolutely sucks as a human being.
Yep.
B, she absolutely sucks as an artist.
Yep.
And C, she's never been in any of them. D.
No.
It's not a funny moment.
No.
E. She sucks as a human being. Did I mention that?
Mentioned that
She's
already.
literally a criminal rapist.
Yeah.
She drugged someone and robbed him.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But hey, we forget about that. But hey.
We forget about that because she made the funny pussy song.
Women.
So,
women,
no,
eh?
it's not because of women. That's not what I'm saying. Fuck me. Don't drag me into this. She just sucks as a human being.
No, but she was literally like, it was given to the it was given to you as if she knew Dom and Dom pulled her out of something.
Yeah, it was just like a mad convenience thing to not get Dom arrested, and it's just like, this is horrible. It was so bad that I forgot about it and didn't mention it in the review.
Yeah, it was one of those things, but I'd sooner rim Helen Mirren.
Yeah, Helen Mirren, she's very distinguished.
She's a very attractive old woman.
Yeah, I would just let her talk while I'm doing it as well.
100%.
She has a good voice.
She does. She's great. If you could have any car in the world for a week, what would you choose?
2016 white Suzuki Swift.
Fuck off.
I don't know, because having like a nice supercar is just like a lot of work, and they're a miserable experience to drive apparently. So I don't know. Like I'm like, my favorite car of all time is like the McLaren from 2012. You know, I don't know what it's called. It's just a bunch of letters. But that's like my favorite car of all time. I'd probably just have one of those just to experience it.
Yeah, I'm not a car guy, so I don't know like a lot of cars or the names or the numbers and shit. Like, I could just give you, I want a Lambo.
Yeah.
But I don't.
No.
Realistically, I want a new RAV4.
Yep. Okay.
Like the latest model, the JX Hybrid.
I need to move out, but I've been
Cruiser,
looking
the
at,
Edge. No, I want the Edge. The Edge is a
I've
really
been
nice
looking
one.
at Foresters because I want a Forester. Very practical.
Yeah.
Sheppo has one, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fits a whole drum kit in there.
But there's like a couple of those around me which I could afford, but I shouldn't afford it, you know? It's just like...
Yeah. I was the same with the RAV. I was close to buying a RAV last year, and I was like...
my car's...
I kind of can't.
My car's so fine and just, you know...
Yeah.
But, yeah, I do want to...
I'm like, I'm happy, because like I've paid off my car now, so it's good not having to make car payments every week.
It's so noticeable.
And then I got the quote for the RAV, and I'm just like, I mean, like,
Very
I
doable.
could, but then I'm out that much for the week, and it's like, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
And I've been trialing like not worst case, but like pretty bad case rent, like saving that aside, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm eating Wheat Bix for some dinners, you know, like, so yeah, I probably shouldn't buy any.
Yeah.
But yeah, or one of those, the landmine cars at the beginning of Fast 9, you know, the big Tyrese's in.
Yeah.
They can just drive over anything.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that.
Especially in 2 hours of traffic, you just fucking go up and over.
Yeah. Or just a 3-trailer 18-wheeler.
And flip it over.
Flip it over.
Yeah.
Just for the effect. If you could body swap with someone for a day, who would you choose and trust with your body?
I don't care who has my body because it's just, I feel sorry for them, honestly. Like,
I was gonna say.
I'm writhing in chronic pain all day, every day, and have to poo all the time. It's just not a nice body to be in. Like, I have IBS, I have all these fucking things wrong with me. So, someone I hate, Cardi B, can have my body. She can suffer in my body.
But you want her body then?
Oh,
yeah,
because it's a straight swap, isn't it? Yeah, no, I don't want to be her. I don't know, like, I don't want to be one of those giant muscle bound, like, The Rock must be super uncomfortable to be. Like,
you'd think.
Like, getting out of bed, like, you have to pull all that mass up. And you have to, like, you can't move your shoulders inwards because your pecs are so big. So you're going to be, like, stiff and, like, I don't want to be that. I just want to be someone who's, like, dad fit. Like Brad Pitt. He's dad fit. You know?
Yeah.
Like, he gets his kid off in Hollywood. And it's like, oh, yeah, he's still got, like, sort of abs, but he's not, like, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just someone who can walk a flight of stairs. That'd be nice. What's that like?
I'd swap with Seth Rogen.
Okay.
Just so I could perfectly do the laugh.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's a pretty like-for-like swap.
Although, spoiler alert for our upcoming You Liked It Extra. Catch it on Thursday. I wouldn't mind having Ben Affleck's dong. That's an impressive dong. We'll talk more about that in the extra, but
upcoming side dong on its way.
Yeah, he's got a good dong.
Yeah.
Just weaponize that for a while.
Definitely. Jess in the middle here. What are some things that you do to try and feel better when you're stressy or depressy?
I don't know. I'm bad at this. Because like I said, I just go to work. I go, like, if I'm stressed about a day at work, I go to work earlier to try and give myself more time, but I end up just stressing for longer because I'm at work for longer instead of having a coffee at the back or something.
Yeah.
But what do I do when I'm stressed? I don't know. Look at my phone. Pull out my phone and just look at it.
Just scroll.
Yeah.
Something.
Just like...
TikTok's good for it.
I don't know. I got nothing. I'm the worst person to ask you this. I got like a folder of photos of me and my missus that I look at, and I'm just like, oh, that's quite nice.
That's good.
It reminds me. I'm in like a...
That's good.
Like, yeah, for like, you know, life sucks, but I have this little world that's really nice, and
that's all you need to worry about.
Know, that's still there when I finish my stress.
Exactly right.
When I tick off my stress, I'm like, oh, I can go back to this world. That's quite nice.
It's a good world to be in.
But I look insane because, like, you go to the folder and it's like 1 billion pictures already. And it's just like, ugh. Chill out. Take your foot off the gas there, so you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very nice to just look at.
I
guess if you like your partner.
Yeah.
If you're in one of those relationships where you hate your partner, maybe don't do that.
Yeah. Depressy, I'm fortunate enough to never have experienced depression of any kind. That's not a flex or anything. I'm trying to be as not throwing that in anyone's face whatsoever.
Look how normal I am.
I've just never had to be in that situation or had my mind put me in that situation. I don't know how to describe it, but I've never been within that realm of mental state. Stress, I'm very, very relaxed as a person. It takes a lot to stress me out.
Yeah.
And the only time I've ever been stressed is at work. And it's literally just only because it's busy.
Yeah.
It's because I very much can just go, work's been a thing, turn that off. I don't give a shit anymore. And then I just cruise through it all.
Yeah.
But then there's some points where it's too busy and I'm just like, I don't really have a choice now. But I just do the best I can.
And we're lucky that we don't have jobs that we take home. Like, our jobs are just at our jobs.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a very strong believer of everything that happens at work. You leave at work.
Yeah, because a lot of my friends are teachers, and it's just like, oh, you're literally never not a teacher. You are always working, and that's got to suck real bad.
Yeah. Like, I've got other mates at work that have their work emails attached to their phones.
Yeah.
For when they're at home, I'm just like, bro, you will not realize how much better your life is when you turn that shit off.
Yeah.
Because, one, you're not required to have that turned on when you're at home.
No.
That's not in our job. You don't need to worry about anything that happens at work. I don't need to worry about until I'm at work.
If you're not monetizing your work, don't do it.
Yeah. If I'm off, if I'm on holidays, my phone is silent to you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you need something. I'll
wait till I'm on the clock.
Wait till I'm back.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to answer multiple phone calls asking, how's this done? What this? I don't care right now.
Yeah.
I'm off.
But I need to be productive at home. Like, if I have a day off, I had a day off on Tuesday this week where I literally did nothing. I didn't leave my house. I watched The Social Network. Very good movie.
Very good movie.
And just kind of like made lunch. Didn't do any laundry or anything. And I felt like fucking shit. Like, I felt terrible. So I don't know, even if I am at home not working, like if I don't do some laundry or something, I'm just like, I wasted it.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect anyone but myself.
Yeah.
But I still have that weird thing of just going, oh, I need to be doing something with my hands, which is weird.
Yeah.
But I guess that does de-stress me in a way. Like if I have a clean kitchen, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nice. I don't know.
So yeah.
Don't ask me mental health questions because I'm the opposite of an expert.
Yeah. All right. Back to Alyssa. Have you ever sat on your balls?
There she is. She brings it right. I haven't sat on my balls. I've punched myself in the nuts, like if I'm just cleaning or something. Like
we've all taken a slip and
doing
just
something. You just give yourself a whack and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, it's never good.
No. I've never sat on them.
Mine are not of the capacity to be able to be sat upon.
I'm never not wearing undies, so like mine are always like well.
They're always well tucked.
Yeah,
but I don't know how.
Imagine that would suck.
Don't know how low yours are hanging, but mine are never enough to go like under my thigh or something.
I got some hanging nuts. I'm gonna be honest. I do have some hanging nuts, but yeah, they're always where they need to be.
Because I'm picturing it right now. I'm going. That's a long way to go to get underneath me fucking thighs.
Yeah, no, it's doable.
Doable?
Yeah, not in jeans.
Man, I'm just lacking. Jeez. But I can't imagine
old man balls yet.
No, not quite yet.
Mine kicked in at 28.
All right, I got another
See
year
you
on
next
me.
year,
Then.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man. What side do you lean your head to eat a taco? Fucking
right.
Hey.
I always go right. Yeah, I go right. I don't go from the top because I'm not a psychopath. Yeah, right. You go right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
hold from the top?
So
Interesting.
I barely have hard shell tacos.
I don't like hard shell tacos.
I'm a tortilla guy through and through. So
yeah, and I
you just grab that like
just
your dick
fucking ram it in, yeah.
and go for it. So the hard shell, I think I go from the. Maybe I do
like a both.
maybe I don't know.
Well supported.
I haven't had a hard shell in a long time. I'm gonna have to fucking figure this out.
Well,
I go top.
Yeah, we have tiny hands, so it's. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
There's a tiny hand joke, huh?
You need to double support. Sorry.
There's a tiny hand joke, huh? Fine. I get it. Did your family have a nickname for you as a kid?
Why are you here?
No!
Please leave. Oh, you still live here? No. No. Everyone just calls me Jack.
Yeah.
And now at home I get called Lawless. Because Connor's best friend is also named Jack, so...
That can only be one.
He needed another name, yeah.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
exactly right.
other Jack came first, so...
But
yeah, no nicknames at home for me.
Yeah, no, I never had one. It was just ads.
Yeah.
It was just easier than Adam.
Yep.
Ads was just the easier thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Never at the family.
Yeah. My mum very famously would never leave a room. Like, you would always have to go to her. Like, if she needed help with something, she would yell out for 20 minutes. And it was just like this Mexican standoff of who wouldn't leave their room first. So, yeah, so it was always just Jack from another room.
Yeah, fair. That's it.
Hey,
that's the questions.
Did it.
That's done.
We did an episode.
We did an episode. We finished off fast week. Strong and proud as you always do. Thank you everyone for sending those questions. Thank you for everyone sticking around and listening to us here or watching us on your couch, in your bed, wherever you're doing that.
Wherever you may, please.
Take a photo and send it to us.
We're available everywhere.
Exactly right. Anywhere you want to be, just find us there. Links is everywhere below. If you want any merch, you like that podcast.store. Get yourself a hoodie. Get nice and warm this winter. It's getting fucking cold.
It's freezing.
You really need it. Guys, you can check us out on the Midweek Review every Thursday as well, where we talk about one movie that you get to choose from without any of the fat around it, news, questions, just a straight review. And then you can find us here on the main show every Sunday and Tuesday on audio and video pleasure.
Yep. This week's episode is Gone Girl, so get excited for that.
Very
good movie.
Very good movie. So.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Until we see you guys on the midweek in the next main show one. My name is Adam, and I've been one half of the You Like That podcast.
My name's Jack. I've been the other half of the You Like That podcast.
And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.